Good morning and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have another market trend analysis video for you. These are, again, very interesting for me, and I know you guys like them, so we'll keep this ball rolling and keep these going regularly. So what we look at here is basically how undervalued, or overvalued crypto is in different parts of the cycle. And once again, it is extremely important to pay attention to these cycles. This is one of the most important things for you to pay attention to crypto. And what I've learned in my experience being in crypto for 10 years is these cycles have high highs and brutal lows. So better follow the waves, man. It's like waves in an ocean. You got to follow them. So let's just jump into this here. So this is the total market cap logarithmic regression. And here we've got the trend is around 1.8 trillion with the current market cap near 900. So 900 billion. So it's about half of the current trend, growing at about 59% per year, And these charts were made last week. I'll have another update this week and perhaps do an update for you guys as well then, just to keep update with the latest. Here's the percent deviation. Again, you can see these are just different expressions of how to look at this information basically. This is the percent deviation. So you can see kind of what an interesting trend is here is the waves are kind of calming down a little bit, as in they tend not to be as extreme. But there are some very interesting things I want to show you guys here. By the way, sometimes the API kind of messes up and does this thing, so just ignore this dip. That's not real, but there is a big takeaway here. This is one of the charts I created, which is a time deviation, because things kind of slow down over time. But look at this. Even though the market cap was just about half of where it should be, look at this major undervaluation, and I can't wait to show you guys some of these other charts because it gets really interesting in this analysis. Again, ignore this little blooper. Okay, here's where the fun begins, you guys. So we saw the total market cap regression, right? Trend of 1.8 trillion, market cap of about 900, about half of that, right? Look at altcoins, you guys. Trend of 1.665 trillion with a market cap of 350 billion. So what is that, 5 times? Something like that, about that? That is a massive undervaluation. So while the total market cap is undervalued, the altcoins are extremely undervalued, guys, right now. That's a big takeaway I have for you guys that I want you guys to consider. Here's another way of looking at that. Once again, look at these lows, you guys. You got to identify when the time to get in the market is, and this is not financial advice, but I will tell you, if you are not dollar cost averaging in right now and you don't have an adequate crypto position, I mean, what are you doing? Again, not financial advice, but I mean, look, and there are macro headwinds out there. I know that. I'm very well aware of that. I could do a video on that sometime for you guys on the yield curve and how inverted it is and how scary that is. That's true. But at the same time, you could have a hedge there to protect yourself against that. But look at this. Look what crypto is setting up here for us. So this is crazy. And ignore this against spike here, but look at where we are. This is the time deviation of altcoins. Look at this, you guys. Massively undervalued here. The most undervalued essentially altcoins have ever been in history. This is this year, 2023. Look at this. Before 2023, and actually check this out too here, you guys. See the market cap of altcoins hasn't changed terribly over the past year, but because it's not changing and the growth rate's at 90% per year, what happens is you're getting to extreme undervaluation levels. This is crazy, you guys. Pay attention to altcoins, and you see what's going on right now, right? What's going on? Pepe Coin popping off. What is Pepe Coin? It's an altcoin, right? And so there's kind of signs of life that this the mania is beginning, the bull market is beginning, and you know how fast it can move too. So just be ready. We don't know, again, what's going to happen in the macro level, but if crypto is allowed to, it's going to tear. This looks like it's set up to do that. That's my from what I see. Let's jump into Ethereum here. Ethereum, the time of this video was 1,861, which is around the same price today, and fair value of 6,100. So we're at a third of fair valuation again, based on this logarithmic trend line. That's an 86% growth rate per year, massive. And again, you see the difference between Ethereum and say Bitcoin here. Bitcoin grows around 40% per year, while Ethereum's growing at 86% per year. So that's if you're looking for kind of higher, better bang for the buck, You could have that with Ethereum. Obviously comes with bigger drawdowns as well too. But when the market's undervalued, I think that has more potential. Not to mention a whole lot of the development in the whole crypto space happening on Ethereum-based technology. So let's go on here. So this is again Ethereum, the price, fair valuation, 86% growth rate. The percent deviation here again, just near the historical lows, you guys. Time deviation chart. This one's actually really interesting for Ethereum. So check this out, you guys. Look at this little uptrend that we established here, right? That's nice. The price is going up. I love to see that. That's a very healthy looks like a very healthy growth. Here's an interesting takeaway here. Even though we're seeing this growth here, it's just basically keeping up with about the rate that Ethereum should be growing at. Again, a growth rate of 86% per year. So that's a really interesting takeaway, you guys. When you're at these extreme levels of undervaluation, you kind of have gravity pull you up. And I feel like that's what's going on with Ethereum right now and Bitcoin as well. But you can actually also see that in Bitcoin. Let me show you this on Bitcoin first real quick. Price here was 27,700, fair value of 38,000. So you see Bitcoin's kind of keeping up more with it's getting closer to its fair valuation, again 40% growth rate per year. So if I were to pick between Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, I'd say that Ethereum has a lot more room for appreciation than Bitcoin. And kind of my tentative targets for Ethereum in the next cycle kind of depends how big the cycle could be. I'm thinking between 10 to 50K USD, $10,000 to $50,000. Again at a current price of 1,800. Again, that's my forecast. So that would be, a 5x, potentially to, was that 25x? Yeah, so a little more than that. That's a pretty good ROI. How soon could that hit? We don't know, but we're at the start of the cycle. So again, if you don't have a seat at the table, probably a very good idea to consider getting one. Let's look at Bitcoin here again. Again, here's the logarithmic regression, price regression. Let's look at the time deviation here. This is what I want to show you guys. So look at this. Bitcoin's obviously moving faster, and it's also not as undervalued as Ethereum is. So compare this to Ethereum here, right? You can see Ethereum has more undervaluation here. Basically, what this chart does, again, as a reminder, is the growth rate of the trend line slows down over time, right? Like we know that Bitcoin used to be growing faster than 40% per year. So it's saying, okay, how many months does it take to catch up to that? So Bitcoin's at about 10 months, while Ethereum is more like 20, 22, 23 months. So this is a way I like to measure things to account for that things slow down for time. But anyway, the big takeaways here, you guys, are, this is actually really positive. I want you guys to remember this. Although, let me actually show you here so you can see a little better. With these undervaluations we have, here on both Bitcoin and Ethereum, it could be kind of a scary time to get in, right? But look at what's going on in the market, you guys. These are strong bullish moves on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. These are strong bullish moves. I feel like this is a signal. I'm pretty confident the bottom is in here, you guys. 16,000. Going from 16 to 30,000 for Bitcoin is not a small deal, and it handled it like it was nothing. So for me, it feels like the bottom is in, or it's about in. This is where where it's done. And what a great blessing, huh? You guys remember around Christmas time, December, we didn't know where it was. Pretend like the chart cut off right here. You don't know what's going to happen next. Is it going to keep suffering? What is going on? But no, we are seeing the trend reverse. This is really positive. So even more of a signal, even more of a reason that, if you're not properly buckled in, you may want to consider it, because it looks a lot like the next crypto run is starting, and you guys know how those go, how they can go. They can get pretty crazy pretty fast. So start paying attention at the very least, if you aren't. But anyway, I'll save more for the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in, and leave a like and a comment if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. Catch you guys soon.